The articulation for the Berserker, uh, I will say right now that the detailing on the figure definitely lessens the articulation. But really, I still feel that this figure is extremely articulated. Yeah, he is missing a few key attributes that the other Predators had. He doesn't have any ball socket mid torso joint. He doesn't have any of that stuff. He can't really bend his abs or anything. He's very solid in this whole area here, which we kind of already knew. We saw pictures. There was no articulation. You know, it's just something we have to get over. It makes it look twice as realistic, less of a model as, but you know, I do love the other Predators for what they are. They're cool looking action figures. This guy is more of a legit collectible figure. So you know, he has the ball jointed head, but he has a lot more range than most of the Predators. It's fantastic. The ball jointed head is probably one of the best. His shoulders, you know, they're ball jointed, so you know, they can go up like that, and you know, they can swivel and everything. But there is no cut joints right here. So what, you know, very similar to Wolverine and Royce, you have to move the arms with the elbow joints, which, you know, it's not really a problem. But you know, it is kind of disappointing that they did not add the cut joints that every other Predator had. It's okay. We'll take this off for now. He has the ball jointed wrists like every figure. So that's all his articulation on his upper body. He has a cut waist that is ball jointed, so he can definitely do some neat poses. So he can, you know, bend forward and backwards and whatnot. So he can turn. So, you know, not an issue there. Now, people are wondering about the legs. Are the legs ball jointed? Are they swivel? Are they cut? Do they even move? They move. Definitely they move. They are on ball joints. They can go forward, see, so he can sit down and read his newspaper. They go to the side, so he can do the splits, or be like, dodge plasma caster. And they, you know, they turn. So we lost no articulation there. On the contrary, it looks even better because everything's hidden. The knees bent but are extremely stiff. I will have to loosen them up a bit. See, yeah, really stiff. And the feet are, the ankles are on the ball joint, but you're not going to get much range with them. And you know, you have to be very careful. Keep him on his stand because he's going to have some issues standing. Works okay like that, but you know. So here is where the figure gets kind of sad. He doesn't come with anything, really. He comes with the skull that he rips out of the inmate guy, the convict, which is a redo of the skull that Classic came with. Very nice detailing, a lot more gruesome looking. You know, it looks like it's just freshly ripped out. Very cool. I do appreciate the accessories for what they are, but you know, it's just that kind of, you're not getting your bang for your buck at all. But the skull is really nice. The detailing is beautiful. The paint is gross. It's cool. It's a really nice accessory. But yeah, okay. So you know, you get your cool hand. I just dropped the hand. You get your cool hand that it's like, oh, I'm the Berserker, I'm gonna snatch your face off type hand. Very neat, very nice detailing. Okay, nothing new there. Same mandibles I showed you. Here's the coolest part of the accessories. They're the blades. Now, as you know, the Berserker has like one blade, just like the rest of the super black Predators or whatever you call them. And he has 3 different levels of it, which is really great for me for stop motion because it gives it more kind of a realistic look. Very neat. And the material is it's a very thick. I'm not really sure what it is. It might be metal or just really thick plastic. I'm not sure, but it's really nice and really shiny, as you can see. So this is a really nice addition. But besides the plasma caster and the mask, that's it. That's all he comes with. I mentioned earlier, maybe they should release, or he should have came with a base. And, that would have driven the price up or kept it. I think they should have added more stuff and keep the same price. This guy is a pricey figure. And they come with, such small accessories. I know the Berserker in the film he didn't really have much. Okay, he did not come with anything new to bring to the table besides his face and his plasma caster and his mask. That's it. So, I was expecting this. I was expecting the accessories to be a little bit scarce. But, they could have added some fun stuff to it. I feel a little bit gypped. This guy was not cheap. All right. And I'm as I said, I'm happy and I'm kind of sad because I get a fantastic figure, but I still feel like I paid a little bit too much. But you know what? It's still a great figure, and I still recommend it. So the size comparison with the other figures, as I said earlier, the size is they definitely shrunk him down. He's not a ginormous figure, and I just don't think he was ever meant to be. Because I think Hot Toys realized that the Berserker was not like ginormous. Okay, he is a big guy, and you can clearly tell compared to the other figures that he is a big, bulky figure. You compare him to Predator 1, and Predator 1 looks like a wimpy little guy, and it's like, he just looks like a little dopey guy. It's just the pose I have him in, but because the Predator 1 is actually really cool. But the Berserker is he's a really just updated figure, It just shows how well they did, how well Hot Toys has done in the past year. Yes, he's a tiny bit taller than Wolf. And Wolf, to me, was a big figure. When I saw him, I'm like, damn, that's a big guy. I got him back in 2008. And he was one of my biggest figures. Now he's not, okay? So the Berserker, he's not the giant figure that we all wanted. Which also kind of bothers me about the price point. I paid like a little bit more than I would pay normally for a Predator figure from Hong Kong. I got this from Hong Kong. So yeah, there are some issues that I have, but overall I'm just really happy with this figure. It's a great looking figure. And very movie accurate to the size, okay? This is what he looked like. He wasn't this, as I say, he's not this giant grizzly man that's like, like Paul Bunyan. No, he's not. So I'm happy with the size. And so as for pros, I'm happy with the detail. The face looks great. The paint apps, the articulation I'm very happy with because it's hidden, but he's still very articulated for a really detailed figure. The cons, his accessories are really scarce. The mask I did have some issues with the mask, but it's growing on me, and I'm starting to notice more of the detail than the size, and it's looking great, you know. Um, and just yeah, the size issue it did bother me a bit, but still I'm really happy with this guy. You know, he's still a big figure, and I know people are gonna, you know, have a change of heart when they see him and be happy with him, because yeah, we can't get everything we want. I know. We had the issue with the big chap alien. You know, he looked really cool. Then they just totally just like screwed him up, and yeah. But still, Hot Toys. You know what? You guys are great. I congratulate you on making fantastic figures, and I'm looking forward to Falconer and Tracker and Classic, maybe? I'm not sure. We'll see about that. But yeah, alright guys, thanks for watching my review, and I hope this helped. You know, he's a great figure, so thank you. Comment, you know, don't forget to comment, subscribe, and expect him to be an AVP3, because he will be a major character now. So, alright guys, thanks for watching, adios.